What's going on, everybody? 7:10 on a Friday night. My co-host is going to come on screen here in a second. There he goes, camera one. Yep, he's good. Welcome in, buddy.
He said
Camera one, camera two.
What's going on, big guy?
Not much.
So it's game one.
It is game one. We're trying some new tech going on.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I'm going to do a little.
Oh.
Yep,
We're good?
We got sound.
We got sound, everybody.
I checked sound. I'm gonna be monitoring the feed here tonight. I don't know how good that's gonna be.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna fuck around and find out what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
I gotta tell you what, we got new tech going on in the studio tonight.
Yeah, we do.
In the fantabulous speakeasy. Fantabulous.
Fantabulous.
Okay, we're using new words. Speaking of,
let me mute this.
yeah, mute that just for a second.
I don't want any copyright laws or Fox coming after us.
Of course, I hear you hadn't officially arrived until you either get hit with a cease and desist or you get sued for copyright.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, I feel we're working on either one of those, but yeah. So, speaking of words and stuff that we make
Words
up,
and stuff.
you've used this term, and I'll get into the smoke of the week, which I know is what everybody's looking for, but I'm gonna veer off for a little bit. You've used the term yam.
Yeah.
Talking about my mother from time to time.
Yes, I have.
I have a new term for you.
Okay.
Yob.
Yob?
Yes.
Okay.
With a B.
Okay.
You can go ahead and figure, you're a smart cookie. You can go ahead and figure it out. Your other brother. Yob.
Oh.
I'm your yob.
Your yob.
I'm your yob.
My yam and my yob.
Yeah, so I'm your yob. Not to be confused with your yumbo yak. It's a good night. We got new toys to play with. We're actually watching. I actually made a phone call to my wife while you were going to pick up your cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
From the studio, which is something that has never happened.
That normally doesn't happen.
But we got the Wi-Fi going on.
Yes, we do.
We got the TV going on. The game's on.
Are we good? Sorry.
I think so. I think I'm still hearing. Okay, I know what I'm gonna have to do. Hang on.
Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. We did just install this new Wi-Fi system so that everything can run smoothly.
I just turned the volume down all the way on the line because if you mute it on your main feed and then go into the video, it takes the mute off.
Oh,
so I figured that out real quick.
So Roy's going to have to keep us up. If y'all comment tonight, he will see it. He's got his phone.
And that's the scary part about all this.
I had to have the World Series.
That's the fact that I'm the one that sees it, and I'm the one that's going to be commenting.
You're going to be commenting and reacting.
There's no telling what's going on in this one.
That's exciting.
It is very exciting. Fantastically exciting. So tonight's smoke of the week for everybody following at home.
Smoke of the week.
I kind of tried to do it as close to Astro colors as I
like
could.
it. Appreciate it.
So I went with the Camacho.
And it's Halloween colors.
Yeah, I know, and it's Halloween colors. Speaking of Halloween.
I know, you broke out the cup again.
I broke out the cup again, thanks to Unique Boutique Custom Tumblers for hooking us up last year. This thing actually glows in the dark, but I hadn't had it in the light enough to glow yet, and we're not turning off all the lights if you're checking it.
We are not.
Because nobody's playing What's in Your Mouth.
No,
not tonight. No candy, no John. John's on assignment at the Halls of Horror.
Yes.
He will be back with us next week from what I've been told, because his obligation will be done with the Halls of Horror.
Yeah.
If you're in Silsbee, check out the Downtown Bash, which is tomorrow night. I know he's not going to be working the halls because of the Downtown Halloween Bash, so he'll actually be running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
He normally does.
Yes, he does. Fantastic. Smoke of the week, Camacho, Connecticut Robusto.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Met. You got it. I got you.
But going live.
Okay. Damn, it's a little late.
I know.
I feel I've been rambling for like 4 minutes.
You have.
Okay. So, like I said, the Camacho, Connecticut. It is a 2 on the Cigar International Royal Gravity scale, which is a mild medium. Mm-hmm. It is a Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper with a, where was my note at? Oh, there it is. It's a Corojo, an Ecuadorian Corojo binder, and a Honduran and Dominican Elman Ligero filler.
I think that was the hardest one for you to date.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff in here. So it's supposed to have an airy draw, which I'm kind of...
An airy draw?
That's how it was described by Cigar International. I'm going to critique the shit out of Cigar International because I do all the time anyway. So like I said, it's supposed to have an airy draw. It's also supposed to have hints of citrus and sweet espresso. So we're going to find that out.
So
Oh, you got a smoke of the week. We got double smokes. Oh, is that
game of the World
It is the
Series.
first
I
game
wanted
of the
to
World Series.
celebrate a little bit. I'm not taking any of your thunder.
I don't have thunder. I'm married with 2 kids. I have no thunder ever.
The only reason I know what this is called, and I'm not going to try to say all the big words that he says, I'm just going to smile and nod. I don't even know if I'm going to say this right. Larry-Utan?
Yeah, it's natural spelt backwards.
I see what you did there. Drew Estate.
Yeah.
So this is another Drew Estate.
Shout out to Drew Estate, by the way.
Who, as you know, Roy, the last couple weeks did the 2 of the 4.
Yeah, I didn't have a
yummy
chance to
bitches.
get. Actually, I have breaking
Time
news.
out.
There's a new yummy bitch on the block.
I heard.
The girl with no name. I'm excited about that one.
How many yummy bitches can one man have?
Apparently, there's 5. So that's what I hear. At least there's 5. But
funny.
yeah, I mean it's. Shout out to Drew Estates. They're doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, he does some good stuff.
Especially with the Deadwood line. I like the
that
Deadwood line a lot.
Is a lot of fun. So, since we're kind of doing the world, we're live reacting to at least the first hour and a half of the World Series. So airy? What do you mean by airy draw? I guess.
So it's like it's not a real tight. Like when you pack them, like to get the filler and stuff. If you overpack it, it's got a tight draw. Thus, why they make something called a draw enhancement tool,
right?
Which basically looks like an ice pick with little like grooves on either side of it. So it kind of goes in and works the filler.
Okay.
With this being an airy draw, it means it's hand packed. When you get most of your tight draws, it's normally machine packed.
Right.
If that makes it kind of like cigarettes in a way.
Yeah.
You bang on a cigarette carton to kind of open it up, stuff like that. Yeah. So same concept.
Okay.
I do not get the citrus on this one though, so I'm gonna rip Cigar International off the cut. I get everything. The sweet espresso's there. It's a good smoke. I kind of torched the end of it just a little bit because I had to flip to the other wrapper because I need to go get butane. Jose Altuve just struck out, by the way, just in case she's watching at home.
That's what I was going to bring up. I don't know how much. I know you're not a huge Astros fan.
Not really. I'd like it better if it was Rangers and Phillies, but that's just me.
Jose Altuve was on like an 0 for 26 streak before he finally blooped just a swing just like that. Before he finally blooped one into right field.
Yep.
Thoughts on anybody in an 0 for 26, let's call it, streak? I can't remember the exact number.
So I'm going to quote Yogi Berra for a second. A slump's like getting in and out of bed. It's easy to get in bed, but it's hard to get out of bed some mornings. So that's my thoughts on slumps and streaks and all that good
Oh, that's very sweet
stuff. Yeah, that's the Drew Estates are like the La Natura, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't really know how to say it.
It's basically natural spelled backwards.
And I
do know that.
butcher the crap out of that. Oh,
yeah.
I think you need some more butane in this one, too.
I've got a little bit of butane. I don't know how much is in this. Yeah, there should be enough in there. If you need to fill with butane, you can. But, yeah, I mean, it's a good smoke. So, Cigar International also called this, and you're going to love this little play on words. This is a utility cigar.
A utility
It's kind of like a utility player on a baseball field, which is, oddly enough, what we're watching. It was a 90 rated cigar. So, very good stuff for that. What's your thoughts on the natural spelt backwards, as I'm going to call it for the rest of the night, because I'm not trying to pronounce.
I'm not trying to say that. Like I said, the end is definitely very sweet. I wonder why do they call it? Do you know why they did natural backwards? Do you know?
With Drew Estates, there's no telling.
Yeah, I know they come up with some crazy stuff.
That man has a very ingenious mind when it comes to the way he does stuff and the way he operates. So I mean, he's right up there with Alec Bradley as far as stuff that they're doing. They're on like next level stuff. I mean, you have the traditionalists like the AJ Fernandez, the Rocky Patels, all that kind of stuff. But these newer cats, like even Camacho's doing some kind of interesting stuff. We talked about Black Label Trading. We talked about them a few weeks back. They're doing some cool stuff. But like Drew Estates and Alec Bradley have been kind of the quote-unquote front runners in doing interesting stuff with cigars. And then recently, I don't know if you saw this or not, one of the traditionalists, quote-unquote, is getting into the interesting game when they combined it with Weller, which I'm talking about Cohiba.
Cohiba.
Yeah, Cohiba. So
which we've talked about that one a couple times.
We have. I'm going to have to find that one. I'm going to have to make a trip pilgrimage to I'm going to check Tejas' humidor first in Lumberton. Yeah, because they've got some stuff that, like, nobody else has. Like, I've walked in their humidor before. It's a real nice humidor. It's a combination humidor humidifier. So it reacts to the temperature outside in the store.
Oh, really?
We got a lizard in the corner behind your head.
What's up,
You come to watch the World
lizard?
Series, buddy?
He's the functional lizard.
He's the functional lizard tonight. We'll name him in a little bit. I thought it was kind of cool, though. He just kind of crept in. Fantastic for him.
So this is something I haven't seen, and I don't know if it's just something Drew Estate did for this one or if it's a normal thing in the cigar world.
Okay.
This one, so you know how they always say like Toro and then like the ring gauge? This one is actually called Irish hops. I'm not sure
Interesting.
if that means something or if that's a Drew Estate thing.
I'm sure it's
Because I know, if I'm not mistaken, with the length and the girth of this one,
That's what she said.
yeah, it's a Toro, I believe.
So I had a...
But I don't know what Irish hops.
I actually used
means.
to keep a picture, and I think I still have it on my phone somewhere. Oh no, that's the shades. Never mind. But yeah, so I have the different shades as well. There's
Okay.
all kind. We'll dive into that in another episode. Where is my? Is it on Messenger maybe?
And
It's somewhere.
if Ryan's tuned in tonight, he may have an idea.
He may. I saw we had like 4. Oh, here. No, that's
No?
cuts. Oh, here we go. Okay.
So you see anything that says?
I do not actually. So my sizing list starts out with Petite Corona and goes to
Right.
Grand Corona.
Right.
So your Petite Corona is normally about 4.5 by 42 on the imperial side of it, which is what we use here in America. You got the Petite Corona, you got the Gordito, the Robusto, which is also known as Rothschild. You've got the Corona, the Toro, the Grande, which is referred to sometimes as a double Toro, the Panatella, which I'm not familiar with at all, the Lonsdale, which is a Cervantes,
See,
and
it
then
must
you
be a
got the
Drew
church.
Estate.
It's got to be a Drew Estate thing
'Cause it even says it on the-
Okay, it's got to be a
It
Drew
was on
Estate thing.
the cap ring.
Let me do some.
So
Maybe
something to look into.
I'm not doing meth here, but let me do
All right,
some.
what? Meth.
Irish.
But if I'm not mistaken, the actual size, what they call this size, is a Toro.
So apparently that is a limited. Okay. So according to Cigar International, which is where we like to work cite some of our stuff, I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and bust the stats down on yours real quick since I can pronounce some of this shit. It's a 3 on the Cigar International Bucky Pender scale, not the Gloria Gravis scale because I'm not smoking it. It has a Brazilian Maduro San Andreas wrapper with a Connecticut broadleaf binder and a Brazilian Nicaraguan filler. It is basically produced in one Vitola
Okay.
Irish hops is how it's pronounced, but basically it's a Toro. Is basically what it is. It's Irish hops is apparently another name for Toro that I didn't even know existed.
Huh.
So fantastic.
Learned
for
something
that.
new.
I did learn something new. Irish, it says right here, Irish hops is a complex medium-bodied cigar that's rich, silky smooth, creamy, sweet, and booming with bold flavors.
I would agree with all of those statements.
So Irish hops is an exotic mixture of unique tobaccos.
Oh.
So that's why they call it the Irish
Interesting.
hops. Fantastic.
So this cigar was a gift
Okay.
from, you know her, my service advisor.
Yesy.
Yeah.
See.
So her husband gave me this cigar.
Okay. He's got.
'Cause he-
I like his style. He's
Yeah.
got good taste. I like his style.
So pretty excited about that. It's really good. I mean, it's really good. It goes right along with it. It's got very bold flavors. Again, it's got to be dipped on the end.
So you remember when I said airy draw? So watch the end there. You see how the smoke's kind of leaking out? That's a sign of an airy draw.
Oh, okay.
It come and you basically if I didn't feel like burning the shit out of my tongue, I could turn around and smoke this from the other end and it'd be the same draw. Where most cigars you can't do that. Normally it's more packed at the
Yeah.
good Lord. We got comments. Altuve still sucks.
Hey,
That was
no,
from
he
Mitchell, by
doesn't.
the way.
That was a very quick inning for the Astros, though.
Oh, so apparently we've got both Allens watching tonight. So Justin and Mandy Allen are both watching.
Oh, yeah?
Because Bridget said, "Hey, there's Bucky."
Hey, that's Bucky.
So there's
What's
Bucky.
up, Bridget?
So fantastic for that. Where else are we at? I'm gonna try to jump.
She's an awesome little girl.
I'm gonna try to jump back into the live real quick. Okay, I'm in live.
So since you brought him up, he wants a little bit of credit for this. So
Oh God,
let's thank
what does
Justin
he want?
for this. So he sent me today the world's most Why can I not talk?
Most expensive?
No, we're the world's most admired whiskeys of 2022.
Okay.
So, this is a really long list. So I'm going to run through the top 10.
Yes, Dustin Crumb. We have the game on in the
Yes,
background.
we do.
We don't have the volume, obviously, due to MLB's copyright laws and stuff like that. But we are watching the game live on our quote-unquote monitor that we converted into a TV for this week until we get our producer back next week.
Mm-hmm.
So normally we run the monitor so where we can see everything, but not today, my good friend. It's World Series. It's Happy World Series Day.
Happy World Series Day. All right, so number 1. And some of these I've never heard of, but at the same time, a lot of them are Scotland, which I guess doesn't really surprise
can we talk about how that's my favorite part of the World Series? Steal a base, steal a taco.
You just want a taco.
You're exactly right. I want a free taco. I love the fact that when Taco Bell did that a few years back, I loved it. I'm like, steal a base, steal a taco. I was waiting for somebody to steal a base because I would literally be like, woo! And Brandy, my wife, would be like, what in the hell are you doing? I was like, I get a free taco.
You don't even like these teams. But I like tacos.
But I like tacos.
So.
I like biscuits, too. But anyway.
We're going to go with Justin's most admired whiskey list.
Justin's list. Okay.
Well, this isn't really his list, but he sent it to me, so he gets credit for it.
We got to get Justin in one night. I know we've talked about it. I know we've talked about it. Is that the hop? Oh, wait, we can't. Silence. The hopper is batting.
Hopper.
I like the hopper.
Strike his ass out, Verlander.
Oh, yeah, the Enchilada. I forgot about that. Functional. Thanks, Adam Morgan, by the way. Adam Morgan is the guy that hosts Opinions and Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's watching. He said we're functional babies.
Functional babies?
I don't know why we're functional babies, but apparently we're functional babies. I know, right? He's a baby. Hey, by the way, if you get a chance, Adam, I need you to, private message me on some stuff because I watched something on YouTube that had some of you and your boys doing some backyard wrestling stuff, and I was a little intrigued.
Oh, gosh.
I'm wondering if anybody gets hurt or not on the regular. Because I feel like I got a whole load of Stone Cold Stunners in my back pocket somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think I can still go at 41. I'm not going to lie. I mean,
I'd be interested in watching. I can tell you that much.
Can we charge tickets?
Sure.
Okay. We'll do split the pot.
Yeah.
Those guys get half. We get the other
50-50.
half. I like it. 50-50. Fantastic. Of course, he does have the ring, so, I mean, he would probably get more than 50.
Right. We're going to have to give him a little more.
That's the biggest part of it. I like
count.
Can we talk about Harper's shoes, by the way?
Strike him out!
Those shoes are legit.
His shoes are always legit.
His shoes are always legit. But
His
they're
hair's
really,
always on point.
But they're really legit this year because he's got on lime green with blue laces and a red tongue. Can we talk about that color combination? And of course, he's Under Armoured out.
Can we call him the Orbit shoes?
I mean, they kind of look like Orbit.
Thanks,
that was just a good location.
Oh, look, his batting gloves match.
Yeah, that was just a good location on that one, though.
Nice pitch. Let's go.
Hey, the one that Verlander did. Oh, look.
It's the Fanatic.
The Fanatic, yeah. The Philly. I forgot about it. He's got his Fanatic. Oh, they got a 42-year-old guy that just joined, so I don't feel so bad now.
You go.
I might have a shot.
All right, you want to run through this list real quick?
Let's run through the list
Number
before
10.
I get distracted again.
Number 10, McAllen.
Okay, I can get down with that.
From Scotland.
Yeah, Zero, the rapper out of Houston, talks about McAllen a lot. McAllen 40 to be exact.
Yeah. Number 9, Johnny Walker.
I'm not a big fan of Johnny Walker. I mean, that's just me. I've had Johnny Walker. I've had it black. I've had it red. I'm not a big fan of Johnny Walker. Sorry.
Number 8, Nika out of Japan.
Nika makes a coffee whiskey actually that I've been kind of interested in, and it's really kind of hard to find. The only place I've ever seen it at is Specs.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it at Longhorn.
I think I think they do have it at Longhorn.
Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong section.
I think the Japanese whiskeys are something we're gonna have to dive into at some point.
I'm gonna tell you right now, before I bought this little gem that's right here in front of me, I almost bought a Mexican whiskey.
Abasolo?
Yeah, Abasolo. I almost bought that one, but I was like,
haven't tried it yet.
I hadn't tried that one either. This one came highly recommended from the dude in Silsby. I can't remember what his name is, but I was going back and forth between this and Noble Oak, and he's like, I personally like Noble Oak because it's done in sherry wine slabs. But he said if you've never had this, he said you'll be pleasantly surprised.
7, one I've never heard of, and I didn't know they made whiskey. Cavalan out of Taiwan.
I don't think I've ever had Taiwanese whiskey before.
Me neither.
That's interesting.
Number 6 is Redbreast
Redbreast is
Ireland.
good. It's expensive though.
Number 5, which we've done one on the show, Ardbeg out of Scotland. Did you like the Ardbeg?
The Wee Beasties, okay. I mean,
there's some people that love some of the Ardbeg stuff, and they make a bunch of different ones.
oh, he was talking about how the list came up on his feed because of the fact that Google always listens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, Justin. They always listen.
He watches. He said he watched the show 1 or 2 times, and now his entire Facebook feed is like
Whiskey
us.
and us.
Yeah, our stuff.
Our stuff. I love it.
Number 4, I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. Brooklotage out of Scotland.
Okay.
Number
Brookledge.
Sure.
Okay.
Number 3, Yamazaki out of Japan.
Okay.
Number 2, Michter's.
Michter's is pretty good.
Number 1,
Michter's you can find out here stateside.
yes,
Michter's
that's
is
the
pretty
only
good.
U.S. one in the top 18. Because number 19 is Maker's Mark.
My feelings are kind of hurt on this list so far, and I'll tell you why. What are you on, number 2 right now?
Number 2 is
Okay.
Michter's.
What's
Number
number
1 I've never heard of. It's Springbank out of Scotland.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one either.
Um,
I'm kind of so they're giving all these Scottish whiskeys, okay?
right.
I'm kind of, and I know it's technically a Scotch, but I mean it's pretty much the same thing. I'm surprised nobody put Lagavulin on that list, like at all. Like Lagavulin, like Nick Offerman, who does Parks and Rec, has.
Well, it came in at number. I did top 10. That
Okay,
came in
you
at
did
number
top 10.
12.
Okay.
So for ones that we typically do, like I said, Maker's Mark is at number 19.
I saw where Maker's Mark has the blue and orange wax on their
Yeah.
bottles right now.
Uncle Nearest is at number 28.
Uncle Nearest is not bad. I feel we're going to have to dive into
Yeah.
that one at some point.
Let's see, what's the next? Number 39 is Woodford Reserve.
Woodford Reserve or Woodford Double Oak?
It just says Woodford Reserve.
Oh, okay.
So what I don't understand about this list is these next ones,
Okay.
because they're all the same company.
Okay.
So number 40 is Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
Number 41 is George T. Stagg.
Okay.
Number 45 is Old Rip Van Winkle.
Okay.
They're all made by the same company.
Yeah,
so
they
why,
are.
Why wouldn't you just put Buffalo Trace?
Because they
it's
all have,
Buffalo Trace.
but they all
distillery.
have different flavor profiles. It's kind of why they did that list. Because a lot of the scotches that you named are the ones from Scotland rather.
Yeah.
They're all similar in profile.
Yeah.
So, that's just my thoughts on it.
So number 42, Wild Turkey.
I like me some good wild. Rare Breed's a good one. I like the Rare Breed.
Yeah.
I've started out on 101, which we all know my stories about 101.
And the last U.S. company, number 48, Four Roses.
I've had Four Roses once at Ryan's. So Four Roses is not bad at all. I like.
So that's
the
kind
Four
of
Roses.
the rundown of the list. It's really dominated by Scotland. Ireland's got a few on here. Mm-hmm. There is an Australia whiskey,
Really?
Star Award.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. It came in at number 20.
I'll be damned. Interesting.
So thank you, Justin, for sending us that list.
Fantastic.
It was very informative. I knew Scotch and Irish whiskey and all of that are really popular and really big. I was just
Do you
surprised.
have a Glencairn on the table?
It's in my backpack. I am struggling.
I was
tonight,
looking
y'all.
because I see mine
Yeah.
next to the Stay Spooky, which I'm gonna try and
I are struggling.
frame it up here. But I forget there's a lag. No, maybe not. Like, I don't know. It's weird as shit. Damn, it's smoky as shit in here.
I know. And
Craziness.
I get why John says that, because standing over there.
Oh
looking
yeah,
in,
the room's on fire. Yeah, we get it.
dude, I cannot ever.
Cannot get back in that chair. We're gonna have to cut the chairs down for
Oh,
you.
maybe.
Fantastic.
All right.
So speaking of, we pointed to Glencairns and whatnot like that.
Yes. What you got?
I was reading the broader,
Oh.
broadened, broaden your horizons, Bucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
broaden
That's what he's telling you about. Broaden your horizons. So the drink of the week for the night is John E. Fitzgerald's Larceny Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, small batch. And I'm gonna tell you something interesting about this,
I can't
know
wait.
how you are about your weedy
Yes.
whiskeys. This is their barrel proof was the first whiskey to ever win Whiskey of the Year by Whiskey Advocate.
Really?
Yes, in
That's pretty cool.
2020, mind you. So this is the regular Narcity small batch.
Mm-hmm.
It is 92 proof, 46% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I at? It is distilled and bottled by Old Fitzgerald in Bardstown, Kentucky. The rest of their portfolio consists of the Larceny Barrel Proof and the Old Fitzgerald bottled in bond. And Kyle Tucker just yanked one.
Yeah!
He just yanked one. Yeah, he went yakko on him. One nut and Strohs. By the way, bottom second. He yanked one. I mean, that was fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was a good shot by him. King Tuck, yep. Apparently King Tuck.
King Tuck.
Sad thing about it, his brother was an Astro before he was, and apparently they got the better end of the deal when they kept Kyle.
Yes. They drafted Kyle.
Yeah, they drafted. They traded for the other one, correct?
Oh,
thank God this had a cork. I was worried if this thing had a cork.
It was Preston Tucker.
Yes, it was Preston Tucker. Preston Tucker, by the way, was a hell of a ball player at the University of Florida.
Dana still asks about him. What's he doing nowadays?
I don't know, but he was a hell of a ball player at the University of Florida.
Yes.
Little sophomore, not too bad.
Just a little kiss.
Little kiss, not too bad. Like I said, it's Larceny. So the mash bill on this little darling, 68% corn, 20% wheat.
Ooh, that's a
and
big wheat.
12% malted barley.
A little base knock by Yuli.
His hair cracks me up.
I love his hair. I think it's awesome.
I'm sure you would love his hair.
Between him and Bryce Harper, I don't know who would win a best lettuce contest.
Oh, I do. That's an easy one. That's easy peasy, bro. That's the hopper all day long.
Hopper.
The hopper. The hopper. By the way, can we talk about how the cheapest seat in the house is like $650?
Oh my gosh! And it's not even a seat.
No,
that's standing room only.
World Series is ridiculous. If you want the common man to go to the World Series, cut your ticket prices a little bit.
So I was looking just to see.
Of course you were.
So top.
Yep.
I'm out. I'm not gonna sit there.
Nope.
So the next section down, which is like 300s. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, let's find a seat in the 300s. So I was scrolling. I put 2 tickets in my cart and hit checkout. I immediately text my wife and say, "Hey, honey, I need a loan for $2,495.58."
Oh, why didn't you just call me?
Well, I asked a couple coworkers first. I was like, "Hey, can I borrow a couple dollars?"
Did you ask Justin?
I didn't.
Okay. You should have, and then you should have offered to take him. Shame on you. You're a terrible person.
So I text my wife and I said, "Hey, I need a loan," because she works at a credit union. And she immediately said no. And I said, you don't even know what they're for. She's like, "Yeah, I do. Astros tickets." It's like, you suck. No fun. One day I'm going to go to a World Series game.
I know, it's on my list too. I want to do that. And oddly enough, the baseball guy in me wants to do the College World Series too. I want to go to Omaha.
I think that would just be a fun experience.
It would be a fun. I've done the
I'd want to stay multiple days and experience like all kinds of stuff.
I've done the Houston College Classic.
Yes, I've done that one too.
I've loved that one. That's fantastic. Of course, I only go when Texas is in it. But this year's field is. I have a screenshot actually of this year's field. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Because I figured we might have this discussion at some point.
At some point we will.
I figured we would. Where was that screenshot? Here we go. So
it's very soft.
The field this year is Rice, TCU, Michigan, Texas Tech, Louisville, and A&M is the field this year. So according to Larceny's website, where I got all these stats from, the color is a bright new copper. I would agree with that statement very much. Looks like a copper penny, brand new off the mint.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay.
The aroma, or the nose as we call it, is fresh bread with toffee and butterscotch. I get the fresh bread for sure. I mean, that's obvious.
I can lean more toward the butterscotch.
I can't get either one of the butterscotch or the toffee, but the fresh bread's there by far. Fantastic. Love it. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Larceny. I've never actually
I want to try their barrel proof, because I know I haven't had that one, and I've heard a lot of really good things about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people say the higher proof brings out a lot of the.
I'm sure it does, because the barrel proof is. Yeah, I mean, this is high compared to some of the other stuff I looked at, because it was a 92 proof, like I said earlier.
Right, but it does, and I'll tell you now, this doesn't burn.
No, I'm sure it doesn't. The taste is a buttery caramel and honey, which you said it was kind of sweet, so.
It's got some sweetness to it. It's got a little, like a younger ethanol, maybe not ethanol, but like a younger oaky something.
I like it.
But it's sweet. It's like very soft on the palate.
The finish is long, gentle, with sweet and savory finish. I get the.
I'm not gonna go long.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go long neither, but I
Medium?
get the gentle and the sweet and savory. I get that part, but the long, I think they're off on by far. So just to tap the old Fitzgerald side of it, like I said, they had other offerings there out of Bardstown, Kentucky. This particular whiskey won gold at the 2021 San Francisco Spirits. It won double gold at the 2022 TAG Global Spirits. And according to the Ultimate Spirits Challenge, it had earned 93 points out of a possible 100.
Very nice.
And that was this year.
Okay.
The last two of them were this year.
Are we still? My main concern is that we're still good there.
Yeah, we're still good here.
Okay.
I mean, I see it all day
wanna make
long.
sure.
It's just there.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what happened.
I'm not either. The game.
Whoa!
Just,
Did it just turn off?
did the TV just turn off? Oh,
It decided it was going to reset itself.
it was gonna reset. Okay.
Gotta love technology.
Yeah, I know. Tech is awesome. But like I
So
said, I can still
cool.
see live and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Still
I
see
mean, as long
comments
as we're
rolling
live,
in.
and it's hardwired in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit of a different.
I mean, I don't see the comments much, but there they are. I had to go back into it the other way. Okay.
So we have a little bit of a topic.
Kind of,
not a
sort
big
of.
topic.
Yeah.
A lot of it's going to be. Well, we were thinking live reacting to the World Series.
Yeah, a lot of it.
You said something whenever they were doing like the national anthem and pregame show.
I didn't realize who the. Yeah, I don't know who the rapper was.
I don't know who it was either. If anybody knows who did the national anthem, we were trying to figure that out while we were kind of getting everything set up.
Talk too damn much.
But
Cut and read a lot.
what number World Series did you say this was?
118th. sir.
118th.
118th World Series.
Interesting.
And oddly enough, I know you're a big Astros fan. I feel
I
Tom Perducci. Hopefully, he didn't jinx y'all, but it's possible
And why is that?
because he said in his little opening the
Let's try it not in 4K.
Yeah, try it not in 4K.
That might help.
That might help a lot. But he said that the Astros have not lost a baseball game in 25 days.
Dang.
The last time they lost was in Houston to Philadelphia with Aaron Nola pitching. Aaron Nola is pitching tonight, and they're in Houston.
Yeah,
For game.
right? Look at Chaz McCormick, baby.
I know. Look at that little
So,
CNI single.
what are your thoughts? I know you're not a huge Astros fan, but I take it you're not really a Phillies fan either. More maybe kind of like me. We're both Bryce Harper fans.
I like Harper.
We've talked about that a lot on the show before.
JT Realmuto is a pretty good catcher. He's probably,
Dude, he's the
best catcher in baseball right now. Like God's honest truth. I like some of the younger guys they've got. The Reese Hotchkins.
He's I think he's the longest tenured.
I think he is too. By the way, I think he's the longest.
Not mistaken.
Well, that just sucks a butt. Well, I kind of well, it's still you can't. Okay, good. I severed. Taking my severed lime in my cup here. So.
So are you leaning more Astros are going to win, or are you leaning Phillies are going to take it?
Just because of the thing I saw on Facebook that the whole St. Arnold's and Yards Brewery, which Yards Brewery is like a big brewer in Philadelphia, they have a little side wager going. So if the Stros win, then they're sending a bunch of swag to Philadelphia for those guys to post on their social media. And if Philadelphia wins, Yards Brewery is sending a bunch of stuff to Houston for them to post on their social media.
Nice.
So I kind of want to see that aspect of it.
And that's another thing I'll bring up since you kind of brought that up.
Yeah.
If you're around the Houston area, go check out all these breweries and these local pubs and
everywhere.
bars. There's one, Cobos Q. They're a barbecue place. They do watch-alongs just about every game. But if you're in that area or if there's somebody locally that's doing a watch-along, man, go check out some of these places. The atmosphere is so fun. And being around other fans of the game and of the team.
I know Galveston Island's doing it. I'm pretty sure Texas Tail is running it as well. I know both of them on the island are doing it. I'm sure the other brewers on Galveston Island are.
You're doing a couple things. I mean, you're supporting and you're around people that love the team that you love.
Right.
It's a good time. But on the flip side of that, you're supporting a local business.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I mean, that's a big deal, especially with us. We try to support our local distilleries.
We do.
You know, anybody that's within driving distance, we want to try to support
if
our
somebody
local
wants to open a
distilleries.
distillery in Silsby, we'd be more than happy to patron your stuff every day. So
I've got the Astros winning, which it's a homer pick, obviously. But I think they can do it in 5 games. I think they win the
I
series.
never would have guessed that by your
No,
hoodie, sir.
you wouldn't say.
Wouldn't have guessed it at all. Ooh, Maldonado just kind of, that was ugly.
But I think with the pitching depth that the Astros have versus.
They do have a lot of depth.
Because after Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler, it is a much bigger drop-off than what the Astros have after Justin Verlander, Framber Valdez, Christian Javier, Jose Urquidy, who is coming out of the bullpen. We've got Lance McCullers Jr.
Yeah, you got McCullers if he's not getting injured by champagne bottles.
You can legit list off 7 starters that the Astros could throw out there.
You can.
And I think their bullpen's a little bit better. Like you were talking about, depth on both sides of the lineups, though.
No, the lineups are sick.
Up and down.
The lineups are sick.
And I'll say, with the Astros in it, I am so excited that Bryce Harper is doing this.
I am too, because I felt kind of bad for him when he left Washington, and then they immediately go. I kind of felt bad for the Hopper.
But I mean, I'm excited for that. I think we've got really 2 good teams. I think they're very contrasting teams because this is the biggest winning differential in a World Series ever. Because the Astros won 103 games, I think.
Yeah.
And the Phillies only won like 86.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest win differential in the World Series. I think that's really cool. The Phillies got in on a hope and a prayer as the second wild card team, because they finished 3rd in their own division.
Yeah, I know, which is bizarre.
So I'm excited to watch the series. I want to see where it goes. Obviously, Houston's just a powerhouse. This is their 6th consecutive ALCS that they've made it to. I think it's our 4th World Series since 2017.
Yeah, because you had 17, 19, 21, and 22.
So,
and you lost 19 and 21.
Yeah, which I was okay with. I'm not okay with losing it, but I was excited to see the Braves win because in middle school I was a little bit of a Braves fan because I lived in Georgia.
You lived in Georgia, yeah, that makes sense. I get that one. We got some kind of notification that popped up on our headphones.
Hopefully everything's okay over there.
Fantastic. I don't know.
I know. That is the downside of not being able to see the monitor.
Yes, that is the downside of not having a producer neither.
Yeah, right. Good brother, where are you?
Nope, wait a minute.
No? We good?
No, hang on.
Everything good? We good?
I was trying to figure out. Okay. Yeah.
Jose Altuve, postseason 091.
So Justin Allen wants to know the score. So apparently my feed was Eric Burton did the national anthem, by the way. Thank you, Justin, for that.
Not sure who that is. I'm not going to lie.
From Black Pumas. Oh, that's the group he's from. Okay. I got to figure it out now. I'm following.
Still don't know who that is.
I don't either. I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah.
The score right now is 2-0 in the bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second.
And I think they just ended it. So now we're going into the third. It's 2-0 into their top of the third, you might as well say, because they're switching right now. But
smash.
Tucker went yumbo yak on that one by far. So the score is 2-0.
So
Houston, which, whatever.
Hey.
I want to see you squirm a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I love this live reaction concept that you had because if it goes south, I want to see how bad you squirm.
If it goes south, it's gonna get back.
If it goes great,
right, it's a good show.
I'm gonna be disappointed.
Everybody's happy. I'm happy. I go home happy. It's gonna be a good night. If it goes south, let's see where this goes. So we have a little bit of another little kind of topic. I don't really know where we're going with it because I obviously, as you can see, I made no notes. Halloween is Monday.
It's weird.
I still, and I've said it before on the show, I still believe they need to just do it the last weekend.
The last Saturday
of October.
I would get down with that. I mean, it makes it easy for the kids. I mean, of course, this week's kind of been weird anyway because most of the high school football teams played last night.
Yeah, which
by the way, if you're a Bridge City fan, I'm so sorry because they got housed.
That was so bad
in Tiger Stadium. They
got bad.
Yeah, 70-0 was the final.
That hurt.
It was rough.
Which I get why they did it because it was projected to get bad, but it's
really not that bad. Honestly, it wasn't bad all day long.
No, and it really wasn't. Driving home, it was not great.
That's what Brandy said. She was driving from Beaumont too. By the time all that rolled in, I was already here.
Yeah,
I got home at about 4. I parked the truck about 4, did my paperwork, finished up about 4:15.
That's not bad.
After starting at 4:15, so it was exactly 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are y'all doing for Halloween?
Man, I think
Hallows
well,
Eve?
I've got so my day tomorrow is I'm booked up solid. I've got a birthday party. I've got an oil change appointment for my truck. I've got the downtown Halloween bash I told the kids we're taking them to. 500 Golf sent me an email about a trunk or treat they're doing on Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
I may take the kids to that. I hadn't decided
Interesting.
yet. And then Monday we'll do what we do
the
every
normal thing.
we'll be at my aunt's in Hendricks. So
The hot spot.
yep, the hot spot in Silsbee. That's where everybody comes. I just hope I don't have to park my truck and walk in this year because I had to park my truck and walk in last year.
Oh, I know.
But it's okay.
It's crazy. I like it though.
It's okay. I got a fixture for that. I'm gonna do a quick EDC corner because I did get a new wallet today.
What?
This is the Big Skinny New Yorker.
Big Skinny.
Yeah.
New Yorker.
That's what it's called.
New
the Big
York
Skinny,
City.
Yeah, the Big Skinny New Yorker. It holds like 25 cards. Got
Dang.
2 ID pockets. But I'm gonna show you this. I ain't gonna show everybody else this.
Yeah.
Check that ID
Oh,
out.
look at you, fancy schmancy.
All right. So I'm hoping I can drive right into Hendrix on Monday night.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna be like, here's this. Go ahead. If I need to, I'll call your boss. It's fine.
Let me make a phone call.
It's fine. Let me make a phone call real quick. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Everything's fine. Oh man.
Where'd they get this pimple popper at?
I don't know.
Who is that guy? Stott? Is
Stott.
that how you pronounce that?
Stott.
Okay. Stott. Stopped it.
So we're kind of doing the same thing. I mean, we're gonna do the downtown Halloween bash,
Okay.
like always.
I like it.
So we'll be there.
I hear Rudy's is there again this year.
Oh.
I like Rudy's.
Oh,
I like Rudy's. Rudy's is a good fair food,
but
as they call
I don't
it.
really know. I don't know. I mean, the girls are
They're good.
they teenagers.
They're teenagers.
I'm gonna be
now,
sad
so
if they don't want to go. What am I gonna do?
You can come hang out with
What am
us.
I
It's
gonna
fine.
do?
My kids are so small. My kids are. You can come. Uncle Bucky can
Yeah.
trick or treat with
Oh,
us.
man.
It's fine.
I'm so sad.
I know,
They're
right?
getting big.
They are getting big. That's
They are.
craziness. Fantastic. So, what's some of your I guess your quote unquote favorite stuff with Halloween? Like, I mean, obviously I know you like the scary movie kind of thing. Stuff
I do.
Like that.
I like the scary movies. The wifey's not so big on them,
Oh, I love them.
so it's hard to.
Of course, I'm kind of
Convince
disappointed
her.
because I haven't heard real good reviews on the new Halloween Ends.
I
Which
haven't
breaks
either.
my heart because that's like my
But
franchise.
what are the chances that this is really the last one?
Oh, I feel they're running out of shit. So I feel
I mean,
it's
at
pretty
some
close.
point,
At some
you
point, they
gotta
got
stop.
to. Of course, I don't know. They make I think they're on Fast and Furious. What 20?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Eventually, it's just going to turn into like I don't
Very much so.
I don't
yes.
even. I really don't even know.
Very much so.
But yeah, I mean, I like the scary movies. Once every like 2 to 3 years, I can convince Dana to sit down and watch one with me.
Okay.
So I like that. But I mean, I've always enjoyed taking the girls trick or treating.
Yeah, it's always a good thing.
Seeing some of the pumpkins that people do is really cool.
Yeah, we used to do pumpkin carving contests every year amongst the family, but we didn't.
That's always fun to see.
We didn't get
there's
to
some
this year 'cause
talented people out there.
There's very talented people. Like
I
we
try.
Like we normally do like the whole Halloween Wars thing
Yeah.
for the whole month of October, and it's nuts at my house. But
Now, a few years back, I guess pre-COVID,
yeah,
which sounds stupid, but we're gonna have to do the PC thing
Right.
now, PC and BC or whatever it is.
oh yeah, I see what you did there before COVID, pre-COVID, and
Well, I guess it would be PC and AC after COVID.
yeah,
But the where you'll be
yes,
Monday night,
yes,
that neighborhood was awesome.
it's
Like it didn't matter what it was, whether it was Halloween, Christmas, whatever. Like just going through there is so cool because some of the stuff they do, and the one guy on the one road that does the haunted house.
Oh yeah.
That dude's always going all out.
Yep.
Like that's really cool. So they do really cool stuff. Seeing some of the stuff people go all out for.
Yeah.
It's really I think it's a cool holiday just because it's so different.
It's
you know.
very different.
'Cause
Cause I mean, like everybody gets together for Thanksgiving,
Right.
Christmas. They all do what they're thankful for. They eat. They spend time with family.
This
stuff
one's some completely different.
Yeah, Halloween's kind of that holiday where you're completely different. If you want to scare the shit out of somebody,
Right,
you
you
scare the
can.
shit out of somebody.
And I mean, no,
if you want to be a grown ass man and dress up in a
offense to
costume,
anybody.
you can do that too.
Right.
I mean,
no offense to anybody, but I've never been because like my oldest daughter, she's leans more toward like almost the goth side. I've never been a goth type person, but the idea of it and getting to celebrate like crazy stuff is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. It's very different, very cool. So do y'all do any like how long? Like, do y'all have any Halloween traditions of your own that you do?
I mean, this is the first year that I haven't carved a pumpkin with everybody, because typically we all kind of do it together. We yank the guts out of the pumpkin, and then I end up carving it because they always want something crazy on it, like very intricate.
Right.
So I spend the next like 2 hours,
Okay, I see
on details.
I was trying to figure out why his beard had a green tint to it.
Oh, it's the T-Mobile.
It's the T-Mobile thing. They have a green screen. They have a green screen. They're not as good at it like we are. Yeah, not as good at it like we are.
His beard was green. It's beard, moldy.
It looked dirty. He's so dirty. God.
Verlander's cruising, dog.
Verlander is crazy. The first inning was a little dicey, but he's cruising now. I mean,
so. You're a Rangers fan, and we've talked about it.
Yes.
I'm an Astros fan, and we've talked about it.
Yeah, it's just like we talk about the fact that I'm a Longhorn and you're a Sooner.
Yes. So the Astros did a thing a while back. And
by the way, it's 7:56 and Oklahoma still sucks.
Yeah, go. So the Astros did a thing a while back, and we're losing 100-plus games for, I don't know what it was, like 6+ years.
Mm-hmm.
And got all these draft picks, da-da-da-da-da. Well, I feel like the Rangers have been pretty dang bad for the last at least 6 years.
And we've gotten some good draft picks out of it, too. I mean, we got Jack Leiter. We got Kumar Rocker.
Do you see a turnaround coming?
I do. I don't think it's any time in the near. I think it's probably a couple of years off. I mean, they were surprising this year compared to where most of the talking heads and prognosticators had them picked at.
And I think Bruce Bochy will play a big part of that.
Bochy's going to turn things around. I think they're going to do better in free agency and trades and stuff like that because John Daniels is gone finally. Thank Jesus. Yeah. I hate John Daniels.
I mean, at some point, Texas has got to become a place that players want to go. And I think Bochy becomes a big part of that because players like who he is.
Yeah, they like playing for the man. Yeah, Hunter Pence talked
big on him,
crushed on him for God's sakes. I mean, let's call it what it was.
I mean, they've got a brand new stadium. It's a couple years old.
Yeah, it's like 2 years old, I think, because I think they built it in 2020.
Like you said, they've got good young talent.
They really do. Like the roster itself is pretty good. I mean, you got the dude that's doing his thing out in center field. You got a bunch of young arms. You got Josh Young.
Yeah.
Who was raking when he got called up kind of about the last month and a half of the season or whatever. So, I mean, if that carries over, I see Texas being a little more competitive than what they were this year. Like God's honest truth, I think they're going to be.
Which, I mean, and you got to think the AL, what are we? The AL West?
AL West, yeah, which I find weird.
It's becoming really competitive, and I'm one that does not understand the Los Angeles Angels. I don't understand why they're so bad. How are they that bad?
Nobody wants to go to L.A., bro.
But look at their team.
I get it.
Mike Trout has been there forever.
But nobody wants to.
Crushes. Might be the best player in baseball.
Nobody wants to go to L.A. You know why?
Their third baseman. What? I can't think of the guy's name now. Came from Washington Nationals.
Oh,
Rendon.
Yeah, Anthony Rendon. Yeah.
I mean, Shohei Ohtani.
Probably the best two-way player in the modern era.
Ever.
Yeah.
Their lineup up and down should be killing it, but they suck.
Well, they suck because the
Oakland, who should never be good,
Oakland
surprises every other year. Like they come in second every other year.
Oakland had a whole Moneyball movement. Okay, they made a movie about the damn Oakland athletes.
But I mean, every other year they seem to be like up there and they're competing.
They do. I mean, I get that. Seattle come out of nowhere this year with that Rodriguez kid, dude.
And that Rodriguez kid, and seeing him in the home run derby was awesome.
Yeah.
Legit. Mm-hmm. But he was fun to watch. But that team was awesome.
Yes.
I mean, if the Rangers get their shit together,
the
AL West may be the best division in baseball.
It probably is the best. Even right now, with the Rangers being what they are, still probably the best division. Because, I mean, Boston's kind of like Jekyll and Hyde. You never know what you're going to get. The Yankees,
Toronto was the favorite. Yeah. They were supposed to run away with it.
Yes, and they didn't even make the. Did they make the playoffs? Yeah, they played the wild card against Seattle.
Round.
Yeah. Seattle.
They were supposed to just run away with everything.
Yeah, and they didn't do.
The Yankees went on a huge
They went
slump
on a huge run,
and
too.
then a huge run, and Aaron Judge is crushing home runs.
Did you see Judge's comments about getting booed? I wish I had it pulled up. I started to screenshot it, but it was basically on the lines of, hey, if I get booed, I may just sign with somebody else out of spite. Because, I mean, you don't just break Roger Maris's record and then get booed by your home fans. I know we do talk too much. I'm shocked. We have a talk show, for God's sakes.
And we talk on it?
I know. God.
This is my shocked face.
I know. Shit the bed. Shucky ducky. Shucky ducky.
So do you think he re-signs with the Yankees, or do you think he goes somewhere?
Sounds like a Wilbert's winning episode. Oh.
So Justin has this idea for a alter ego show.
Okay.
And it would be Wilbert's Winners, because I go by Bucky or Smooth or whatever on this show.
Right.
So, and since I'm a huge sports fan and I enjoy the betting side of it, even though I don't get to do it.
Right.
His idea is Wilbert's Winners, and I would just be a completely different personality, and I would pick my winners and whatever, and he would be on the show with us too, and he would just talk shit the whole time. They're not gonna win. That's a dumb pick. You'll never get that one.
I feel that's my job though.
But it was, I mean, it's just a whole.
I got it.
And if they ever legalize gambling in Texas, we'll be. I'll have a betting show in no time. That's a knock. Get around the bases, Pena.
Hey, can we talk about
Carlos? Who?
Can we talk about the fact that dude can basically drink in any craft brewer he wants after that 18th inning walk off?
Ever.
Yeah, he's set for the rest of his life. I don't know how old he is. He may be like Juan Soto and be 24 years old forever.
He's 22 years old.
Oh, yeah, 22.
That's the best 22-year-old I've ever seen. Have you seen a 22-year-old like him?
I'm so glad Joe Buck's not coming with us.
Oh, man.
I hate Joe Buck.
I think people hate Joe Buck because he has to announce the worst times of some people's lives watching sports.
He probably does, yeah.
I don't like Joe Buck either.
I don't like
the
Joe
wifey
Buck.
doesn't like Joe Buck.
I don't like
either.
Joe Buck. I don't like Troy Aikman.
I think it would
Oddly
be
enough,
hilarious.
who I like commentating, I like Romo commentating a lot.
Really?
Yes, I really
I've
do.
never been a huge fan of Romo.
I don't like him neither. I didn't like him as a player because I hate the Cowboys.
I didn't like
with
him
passion.
as a commentator, though.
I
think,
kinda like him.
look at Jordan with the fucking wheels. Sorry. Got excited.
I know.
Jordan.
I think I think somebody's getting there's a challenge phone ringing on that one.
He got them long legs. He takes 3 steps and he's at first base.
For it. And it's like bullshit. There's no way.
Throw the red flag.
There's no way that guy outran that.
Sure he did. Look at that guy.
Hang on a second. Let's
He's
watch
a
it.
specimen. Oh, get it.
Nope.
Oh, dang it.
Nope.
Okay, so he's not quite that fast.
He's not quite that fast. And the sad thing about it, watch his toe. It barely clips the front of the bag. Watch.
Put the foot down.
Yeah, no, he toast.
Look at that stride, though. That dude's stride is my body length.
Oh, I know, right?
He is a specimen.
Yeah,
He's fun to watch. Have you seen much of him playing left field?
No, I have not.
Dude's got a gun.
I have not.
Like,
I'm sure he does. He plays in a short porch.
They label him as a DH, and I get it, but that dude's got a gun.
Well, he plays in a short porch.
Jordan's got a gun.
God, I kind of cracked up at your wood grain gripping shirt the other day.
You like that?
It was a Houston rap reference, and I caught it, so that's a good thing. I caught it.
You got to have fun with it.
You got to have fun with it, but I feel he's going to get called out. Just off that.
Oh, yeah.
replay.
I mean, his toe doesn't get down.
Yeah.
Ball's in the glove.
Yeah, ball's in the glove. Glove's already closed. Yeah.
I mean, you got to get excited about it, though. That was fun.
A little bit. That was
fun.
I just hope he didn't tweak something.
I know, right?
That's what you're hoping at that point.
Yeah.
You're like, God, don't let him tweak anything.
Exactly.
Because if he does, it's going to suck.
All right,
Yeah, he's
so
out.
he's
Good
out.
job. Yay.
Runner on third, 1 out.
Yes.
Still 2-0.
Yes.
Bottom of the third.
Yes, still 2-0.
Fun game.
Hey, is it?
Baseball's unpredictable, and that's what I like about it.
It's very unpredictable.
Any day, any so.
Can we talk about how Dusty Baker is literally turning back the hands of time? It seems
legit. I was skeptical of the Dusty Baker
I think
hire.
everybody was whenever AJ Hinch had his shit, and then they cut him loose, and
I thought they were just going to do like a Dusty Baker 1 year thing,
and then bring AJ back.
Right, kind of like the Boston Red Sox did with Alex Cora.
Yes, with Alex Cora.
But AJ gets the job in Detroit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're making strides. They're not great.
No, they're not great, but they're getting there.
But he's a good guy because look at Look at what he did with the Astros. The Astros, whenever he was bringing them up, was such a young team. Nobody, especially in 2017, nobody really expected them to do a whole lot.
Right.
But, I mean, you take the team you've got and you do great things with it. Detroit,
you also take a bunch of trash cans, too, with you in 2017.
I mean, you're not supposed to do those things either, but you do what you got to do sometimes. Oh, man.
Can we talk about this asshat that's batting, though? God.
What?
He's such a douche.
How? Dude's from LSU. How you going to talk shit?
Because he's a douche. I don't like it. I like LSU's baseball program.
Why is he a douche?
He just has that look on his face.
It's Alex Bregman, by the way. Justin, go ahead. Feel free to roast the guy.
Yes. He douche flute. Like, for real.
Just like his mannerisms.
Like, just his face.
Just like, I don't like your face.
Like, I feel like he's that type of guy that you literally see drive around in a jacked up truck that's like 6 feet taller than he is. And I'm not watching shit, Justin. You can suck it. I don't work for your ass. I can tell you exactly what I think. Suck it.
His hot sauce is pretty good.
His a hot sauce?
Yeah, Breggy Bomb.
Oh, God. Now I've heard everything.
I think the dude's just a hard-working, baseball-loving fool, if I'm being honest with you.
I mean, talent-wise, yes, he's very talented. I will give him that. Did he play at probably the best school when it comes to college baseball programs? Yes, he did.
But to me, he just looks like the guy that is like, I grew up playing baseball. I'm going to play baseball, and I'm going to work my ass off.
Justin apparently said not yet, like I'm supposed to come work for him at some point. Justin, if you're talking money, I mean, you can private message me on the after show, and we'll talk about that.
Y'all quit. No.
I need to work half a day on Friday. Just half a day. That's it.
Shoot, if you go in the sales department, you sell enough boats, I'm sure he'll let you.
Right? I feel like I could do that. I'm pretty good at sales.
Oh,
I've made a career out of it. Of course, energy drinks and boats are slightly different.
A little bit different.
But I'm not being a hater, Wendy. You're not. I'm surprised you're even watching the show.
I know he's really not being all that bad, Yom.
Yeah, I'm really not.
Surprisingly,
I'm actually kind of holding it right now. Of course, I feel the more liquor that goes in.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll get.
I'm sure it'll get toasted.
Yeah. Oh man. So what are some of your? I don't know. You asked me. What are some of your favorite things about Halloween?
Man, I just love the fact that we do the same stuff every year. We hang out. We go to my aunt's. We do that thing. I've literally been doing it since I was 17. I'm 41 now.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just us, man. It's all family and stuff with us, and I like it. I like that the kids get to roam around kind of in a safe environment because, I mean, like Hendrix is real kind of, they're watching who comes in. Not everybody's just driving around and shit like that.
And they typically tag along with us, or at least one of them will latch on.
They'll latch on and go.
And go with us. And
I was going to say, if he hit that out on a check swing, I was going to lose my mind right now. Can we talk about that bat knob he's got going on, though? That thing looks like it's a damn butt plug, for God's sakes.
Dude just reminds me of what's his name?
He looks like Opie, for God's sakes. He looks like Opie Taylor from Andy Griffith. Can we talk about that? He looks like...
I was going to say Ted Williams.
He literally looks like he's going to say, oh, shucks, I just hit another one out.
That's my home run.
That's my home run. Let me do my trot.
I'm going to run around the base.
My trot's different than my fishing creek walk.
It's my Smitten voice. I'm smitten.
Jesus. Who says that anymore? Smitten?
Smitten.
Yeah.
We're from Texas. You got to say things like that.
Justin, can you drug test Bucky on Monday? I'm just saying.
We don't do randos.
I feel y'all need to do randos.
No. Don't get no ideas.
No.
Not for me.
I mean, literally, he's got like he's almost borderline Amish with his beard game right now.
But you got to respect the no gloves, which every now and then he rocks the gloves.
Does he?
Yeah, every now and then you'll catch him with some bad gloves on.
Because I know his brother was notorious for no gloves.
No gloves, but yeah, I mean, you got to respect the no gloves. Just get up there, swing the bat, just do your job. Okay. There's nothing fancy about it. You know, some guys get up there like Gary Sheffield and
you make fun of Gary Sheffield. I loved Gary Sheffield's plate approach.
I mean, Jeff Bagwell with his wide ass stance.
God.
I mean, look at the dude. He just gets up there, standing there, ready to go.
You literally could herd like 3 pigs through Bagwell's legs on his stance.
I used to imitate that all the time. I love it.
Oddly enough, the stance I imitated was knobblocks.
Oh,
when
really?
I played high school ball, that bat was like straight back.
Yeah.
It shorted the stride. I loved it.
One of my and
maybe
that-
quick to the plate,
but
which
that's
coaches love.
something. Yeah, and that's something I always loved as a kid was trying to imitate our favorite
yes.
players. Batting stance. It's fun.
Hell, I even switched hit just where I could try to do Griffey's.
And then that guy, yeah, right. And then
I'm
that
not
guy
left-handed
came out.
naturally.
No, I am. I can't do nothing left-handed, dude.
I can do a
at
little
all.
bit of stuff.
Oh,
broken
watch
bat.
your face. Foul ball. Foul ball.
It's the most exciting thing I've seen. He broke his bat.
That could have killed somebody.
I know, right?
This could have turned into
He's
a
like,
horror movie
let
all
me-
of a sudden.
Well, let me go get another one. Oh, it's got the same butt plug handle.
Dink.
Oh, yeah. He
Yeah.
handcuffed him on that one. That's
Sheared
why
it
I
off.
shattered it. Look.
Like perfect break.
Wait for it.
Perfect break.
Nice.
Look at that.
Fantastic. Fan fucking.
What other Halloween stuff? You got any? What other notes you got down there?
Man, I
You
didn't
got
make
some
any
stuff.
notes on Halloween. I was just doing Halloween off the cut because I mean, like we would, the thing I love about Halloween the most, and AMC does it every year, but this is gonna suck. 'Cause this is gonna be the first Halloween that I don't have cable, so I don't get to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
They run all the Halloween movies starting at like midnight on Monday and
Yeah.
run them all the way through midnight. So it's like 12 hours of nothing but Michael Myers, and I fucking love it.
So is that your favorite?
Oh yes, I love
Halloween.
That's the ones that started. That started the quote unquote slasher movement. I mean, you have
Yeah.
other movies like The Town That Dreaded Sundown, I Spit on Your Grave, shit like that. But that started the slasher genre. It was Michael Myers in the first Halloween. 1978, by the way, is when it came out. I have notes at nauseum about it. It was
That
on
is a
literally.
long time ago.
It was literally on like I think $100,000 budget. Like they did, like
What?
the budget was ridiculous, and that thing's made. That you talking about the greatest return on investment ever?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's ridiculous. Let's see what we got here. Oh,
3-2
3-2
count. One out. Bottom of the third.
Who's
Runners on
bat-
first
oh,
and
Tucker's
third.
batting.
Tuck's up.
He yanks one again. People in Houston are gonna go nuts. Oh,
Shut the front
I just
door!
called it.
Are you
I
kidding
just
me?
called it.
Get out!
God, I just called it.
Are you
He yanks it,
kidding
people are gonna go
me?
nuts. And he yanked it.
3-run shot.
He literally
Tuck. Look at the train.
Can we talk?
Chug-a-lug,
Can we talk
chug-a-lug.
about how the train
Bobby
conductor?
Dynamite.
Can we talk about how he looks like my father-in-law without
Bobby
a beard?
Dynamite. Yeah, I love that guy.
He literally looks exactly like my father-in-law. If you want to know what my father-in-law looks like, that's what he looks like.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he yanked it.
Get up.
He yanked
Let's
it.
go.
That one went further than his
Oh,
first
look at that
one.
guy. Oh, celebrate.
Yep. Celebrate.
Seed bath. Oh, McCullers with a nice, good game.
Right. But yeah, he crushed that
Dude,
one. That one
come
was,
on.
That one was legit. He took.
There's no way we're losing the series.
What
Don't
you-
score all the runs tonight, though,
I was
guys.
fixing to say, wait a minute now. You're going to feel funny if he shows up tomorrow and goes like over.
Little tuck.
Poor little tuck.
Poor little tuck.
Not to be confused with poor little tink.
Tink. Oh,
He's like, man, I'm seeing the
that
ball
was
so
awesome.
I'm seeing the ball so good. That line of cocaine I did earlier really opened up my eyesight. Oh man, I'm crushing it right now.
Hey, turn up the volume on the trash can just a little bit more.
Yeah, right.
I could barely hear
I
that
can
one.
barely hear that one. The trash can. God.
Hey, you can't have fun with
The
it,
trash
man.
can. That's awesome.
I'm all tangled up now that I've done.
Oh, we got
Another
notified.
notification. We don't know what's going on.
We really don't know what's going on. We're off the rails
All
on
right.
this one.
So find something Halloweeny to talk about. I'm gonna hold my weenie.
This motherfucker here.
No, I can't believe it.
That's
Two home runs.
that's nuts. Who is Dusty Baker wearing on his wristband? That dude's got surgical gloves on right now. What in the absolute shit? I don't get it. Anyway, maybe he's germaphobe. I don't get it, but whatever. Halloweeny. I mean, I love all Halloween movies though. That was a shit swing. Yeah, that was a shit swing. I can talk about that. I played ball at one time in life. It was many, many years ago, but I played ball at one time. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Trying to respond to texts and whatnot. Oh, okay, good. We're still there. Fantastic. It's been a good night so far. Well, like I said, we were working the new system. We actually now have Wi-Fi in the studio, which I'm shocked about. I didn't think we was going to pull that shit off, but we did.
Well, hopefully it becomes a permanent thing.
It's coming. It's becoming permanent. The new mesh network will be here tomorrow, my friend.
Yeah.
It got paid for today. It's being direct shipped.
Sweet.
We'll probably install it Saturday,
Yeah.
maybe Sunday,
I would think
depending.
so.
and then
goodness.
we'll go from there. But yeah, it's
Ooh. Little whack.
yeah, a little whack.
Whack.
But I mean, he's got to have probably the second sweetest swing besides King Griffey Jr. from the left side of the plate.
Oh, nothing will ever beat Griffey.
Yeah, Griffey's was just.
I don't care who you are and who you were a fan of whenever
No.
you were growing up. If you didn't love Griffey, you weren't right.
Yeah, you're right about that. Pass me. But yeah, we were talking about just like while you were gone, we were mainly talking about the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
We talked a little bit of Halloween, not much. First Astro to have a multi-home run game.
What?
Apparently, his eighth career. He's got 8 postseason homers.
Oh, in the World Series. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was trying to figure out what they were talking
Yeah,
about.
like, wait, what?
Wait a minute.
I know more than one Astros hit more than one home run in the
'cause,
game.
like when Beltran was there, Beltran went bananas that year that they got swept by the White Sox.
Man, that made me really sad.
Yeah, but let me ask you this though. Hey, he used to play for Baltimore, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to see him win a World Series.
I
too.
thought that name looked familiar.
that dude was loyal to Baltimore.
I feel it, yeah. I feel that's
I'm excited to have him. I'm excited.
I feel that's a thing that you don't see anymore is like loyalty with like any team. I mean, we see it all the time. We talk about it in the transfer portal, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's up with Dusty's surgical gloves?
So
I feel
Dana,
like Dusty.
Dana asked the same
I
thing.
feel like Dusty lives next door to Jeffrey Dahmer.
But he never did that until 2019, whenever COVID came along or whatever.
Okay.
So apparently it's a COVID precautionary.
Apparently he's a germaphobe.
I guess.
But I feel like if you're in a sweaty clubhouse with a bunch of
touching
guys,
a bunch of dudes, like hugging people,
yeah,
etc. I don't really understand. The gloves aren't doing nothing because you're
Right.
touching things.
right, yeah, I know.
So I don't know. But I mean, if it wins us a World Series, just
See,
keep
like
going,
right there, he
buddy.
fist bumped him.
Look at
and
him.
patted him on the
Look
neck.
at him.
His sweaty neck.
That dude knows.
He patted him on the neck with his sweaty neck. What the hell? There's wiener dogs versus
Wiener
hot dogs.
dogs.
That's funny.
Literally a wiener dog.
That's funny stuff.
So, if you could pick a Halloween costume for yourself based off of your 2022, what would it be?
Ooh. God.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know neither, but I have an answer for you. I just don't know if you're ready to hear it or not. Hang on a second.
There you
I don't know if I'm ready to say it.
You know it's good whenever Roy's got to take a drink before he says something.
The fact that I've been super busy so far in 2022, I feel like the perfect costume would be a one-armed monkey with 2 peckers because that's how busy I am. You'll put that on a shirt?
We are not putting that one on a shirt.
Oh, come on. That could go next to third monkey.
One arm.
You've never heard that before?
No.
You've never heard busier than a one-armed monkey with 2 peckers?
No.
Think about it.
Why?
Just think about it.
Why?
If you got 1 arm and 2 peckers, that's busy, my friend. That's ridiculously busy.
Oh, man.
You asked. That's all I got to tell you. You asked
I
the
did.
question.
Sometimes-
you literally asked the question.
This is good advice. Don't ask a question you don't want the answer
Nope.
to.
Nope. I'll tell you what. There's another been busy that I've used from time to time. Busier than a church fan in August. That's a little more PC for you.
Church fan in August.
Think about August in Southeast Texas.
Right.
It's hot.
It's hot.
That fan is busy.
Struggling.
Yes, very much so. Trying to keep cool. Not happening.